Hey guys, this is Abhilash Marichi. Welcome to the channel. Here, I talk about data, product, and life. If you're a creator, like a coder, a poet, a writer, a dancer, a singer, a photographer, or any sort of artist who enjoys the creative process would have experienced struggle in starting creative work just like me. Over the years, I have learned to overcome this struggle, or I would call it mental or emotional block that stops me from doing the creative work. And I would like to share that with you, hoping that it could be of some help. Just start doing. This sounds simple, but for most, this is the difficult part. If I am pumped up to do something, then starting is very easy, but there are some days when I am just too tired to start my creative work. Even though I know I enjoy it very much and love the process of creating, I just cannot get myself to start working on my next blog or YouTube video or on my side project. The only way I have found that works for me is to just start without thinking. Emptier the mind, it's easier to create stuff. The more I think, the more it gets difficult. So it is very important for me to just get up and go to the place where I create and start creating. Nobody is holding us from our creative process. Sometimes, even if people around discourage me, they're not holding me from doing my creative work. Flow is not found in the beginning. I rarely start anything in the flow state. My mind would have thousands of thoughts when I start something. The moment I start my creative work, my mind digs up stuff other than the work I just started. I suddenly remember that I should buy something on Amazon, need to reply to that WhatsApp message, and want to know in which year was the theory of heliocentric system was proposed, and also wants to know did Niels Bohr draw parallels from solar system when he proposed the atomic model, and so many other questions. So all the random questions starts popping up in my head, and all the random tasks would start popping in my head, and all of these sounds very interesting compared to the work which I just started, and I have been a victim of these thoughts thousands of times. I used to think that I needed to fight these thoughts that derail me from my planned work. Over the years, I have realized that these thoughts must not be fought. They come up for a reason, and it is very important to respect these thoughts. They come up because I fired up the creative side. They're not here to distract me. Instead, they are the flame of my creative fire. With this realization, I started respecting these thoughts as important thoughts, and I made notes of each and every thought that came up in my head, and I also allocated time to do those tasks sometime in the future. The moment I make notes, these thoughts make space for my current creative task. Usually I see that I have around 10 to 15 thoughts or things to do that come up in my head before it makes way for me to do my current task. Respecting these thoughts clears my way absolutely for at least 45 minutes to an hour. The perfectionist friction. Once I start, sometimes I feel like the work I'm doing is not of great quality, and that creates an emotional block and tells me to stop the work because it is useless. I also learned to respect this feeling that is arising in me and looked into the root of this feeling. It arises from my expectation to be the best in what I'm doing. Once I realized this, I started loving this feeling. As soon as I feel my quality of work is low, I try to see if there is any aspect, usually a tiny aspect, that I could improve right now, and not tomorrow and not next time. Improving something right now in small steps has much greater effect than trying to improve all at once. The more I started respecting my feelings and understanding the root causes of these derailing thoughts, I found that they're all here to support me and not to stop my progress. I was like most people, I blamed my mind for distracting me. This is mostly because we are all told from our childhood that we need to control our monkey mind, otherwise it will not let you achieve anything in life. But I feel it is very important to respect the monkey mind instead of trying to tame it. It is there in our mind for a reason. It is meant to be wild, and it is meant to hop around. Let it hop. It could help you to arrive at something wonderful. One thing is, don't run with it, nor try to control it. Let it just be as is. The more I practice this, day by day I'm becoming freer and freer. If you're also facing something similar, then maybe try this approach and see if it helps you. If you implemented something similar, then and share your experience. I would love to know about it. Bye, have a great day, and don't forget to subscribe. I will meet you in the next video. Bye bye.